I think that the fans have showed out this season. It's been really good, and we want to continue to grow that attendance each year, especially as we see our men's like having these sellout games. Like we want to do the same too, and I think it's been good to see so far. But just it's great atmosphere. We have loyal fans from youth to older. Like it's just a great range of fans, and I love it that they're just so supportive.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of The Lab presented right here on Champ Media. My name is Ben Lyons, and joining me today from the hardest working team in America, be sure to check out the NIL merch shop, Champ Media, check them out, Champion Circle. From the women's basketball team, Kendall Dudley is here. It's awesome to see you. Congrats on an awesome season. How are you feeling?
Thank you for having me here. I feel really good. I think that this team has come so far in just the year we've had, and it's been a great experience playing with these group of girls and having the coaches aside with us.
There seems to be a sense of joy that permeates this team as I watch you play. Where do you think that comes from? Where do you think that starts?
I think we're a young team. Like, if you're in our practice, you'll see, like, we are just so joyful, and youth is in the atmosphere. We make jokes, but we still get business done. So I think that's what you see is our youth and just our excitement to be playing together.
But I'm hearing about these practices that they're
Hmm.
intense, and again, that hardest working team in America
Yeah.
title,
Yeah.
I think comes from those practices. But here you are saying that they're a lot of fun and everybody's having a good time. And so how does
Hmm.
that work?
I mean, we get stickers for diving on the floor or getting loose balls and taking charges. So I think like KBA kind of like strives to get that the hard work out of us on there, but it's also like a game. Like we're seeing who gets the most stickers to get charges. Like these little things that people might not think are as serious in games. Like we take pride in it, and we also make it competitive, which I think brings a whole different level of energy to practice that people might not have.
Well, if they're giving out stickers for
Hmm.
efficiency in the games, I would imagine that your notebook is loaded because you are shooting at
Hmm.
a terrific clip this year,
Hmm.
close to 60%, I think, from the field,
Hmm.
maybe even higher. What's it like to kind of play this role on this team,
Hmm.
knowing that the shots are going to come, and when they come, you're going to make them?
Hmm. Yeah, no, I think that like KBA and even the girls, they've kind of been just instilled confidence in me because I'm not like growing up. I've never been the most aggressive person. I've always been kind of passing and trying to like get other people's shots. But I think since I've been here, like KBA has kind of let me understand my role and just of being aggressive and knowing when to take the right shot. So I think there's just a level of trust I have in my teammates that gives me the confidence to take those shots.
As you look back at this season, is there a moment you think when this team really came together and you realized, oh, okay, we
Uh-huh.
can be special and make some noise in the Big Ten?
Well, honestly, I think that I mean, we started out with some pretty crazy games. To be honest, we've had our Notre Dame game, and then we had UConn. But I think just all of those games to start us off before even playing in the Big Ten, I think gave us our confidence. Like we started out that Notre Dame game, and we had a really good showing, and then we go to UConn and we lose by three, which I think caught the whole country off guard, but not us. So I think we have this confidence and we know we're here to compete, and I think it's helped jumpstart us for the whole Big Ten play for the season.
All right, let's take it back to before your time at Michigan. I'll be curious, growing up,
Mm-hmm.
who your favorite hoopers were, who put the ball in your hand. At what point in your
Mm-hmm.
life did you fall in love with the game and realize
Mm-hmm.
that, maybe playing big time college ball was in the future?
Yeah, my whole family played sports. Like my mom played basketball. She played college at LIU. My dad, my uncles, they all played basketball. So I think just my mom's also a basketball coach. So that kind of kickstarted my basketball career. And then ever since, I just fell in love with it and the X's and O's and just the camaraderie within the sport. And I think that just kind of helped me continue to love it and want to play in college.
Was there anybody that you patterned your game after growing
Hmm.
up? that you idolized?
I would probably say so. I watched when Notre Dame beat UConn in the Final Four. I loved Maria Mabry. I watched her and I loved watching her game, just how hard she works and the physicalness, but also she has the IQ. And also, her was one of my big ones. And then Kevin Durant, he's in our area. I loved watching him play too.
It's amazing to think about how far the game has come and from
Hmm.
where it started and where we are now in women's hoops and just,
Yeah.
growing up, the opportunities you had to play basketball. Did you find that it was easy to find a game and to compete and to train? Was it
Hmm.
something that was popular in your friend group, or were you kind of the outsider growing up because you loved hoop and, you're getting up a lot of shots by
Hmm.
yourself? Or like, what
Hmm.
was your relationship just in terms of having access to the game when you were a kid?
So I think I had the easiest probably path to getting all the outlets of sports just because of my mom, like being so connected in sports, especially in the DMV. Like DMV is the house of hoops. Like we have all types of athletes come out the DMV. So to get a trainer or to just find somewhere to play was just limitless for me. So I think it just made it easier. And then most of my friends, I would say 90% of my friends came through basketball. So there was never a time where I couldn't find someone that wanted to go work out or wanted to go play ones. Like that was just the best part of having those friendships. Like we were friends, but we were also hoopers. So I think that was just made it so much easier for me to like train and work out in the DMV.
Yeah, you mentioned the DMV. They say there's something in the water. I don't know if
Mm,
that's true or not, but you're
yeah.
right. There is a great tradition of basketball, obviously, in that
Hmm.
area. So, what do you think it is about the style of play? Not just the fact that the game's popular there and you had access to it as a young person, but just what do you think makes a DMV hooper?
I think it's the competitiveness. I came from Sidwell Friends High School, which had five McDonald's Americans that came out of the school, I think, as of now, in the span of maybe like 4 years. So I think even just in one school, and then also St. John's was about a 15-minute drive away, which had AZ Fudd and like all these other hoopers. So I think that there's just a competitiveness of repping your school and not wanting to lose while also playing against top 10 talent. You also got injuries in Maryland, so like there's talent in every city, and I think that there was a competitiveness of just wanting to rep your school and win for your school in your area.
At what point in your journey were you introduced to the Michigan brand? And then at what
Mm-hmm.
point, and in your time as a student at Michigan, did you realize, oh wow, the Block M's got some weight. Like
Mm-hmm.
this maize and blue thing is real.
Yeah, no, I've always loved the way Michigan women's basketball has been such a competitive school and competitive team. They've worked hard, and I always noticed that. And then KBA obviously recruited me when I was really young, so I think we continued to grow that relationship. And then once I went through the recruiting process here, I just could see how hard the girls worked and the way they repped the Block M and just the school history was so infectious to me.
You got a great introduction, obviously, to life on campus and to
Hmm.
culture at Michigan by going to your first football game in Ann
Hmm.
Arbor. I
Yeah.
saw the video. What
Yeah.
was that like? It was a crazy Saturday, huh?
Yeah, so I am not like if people who know me like no, I am not a football fan at all. Like I don't watch football. I don't know really the stuff, but I think one of my biggest things about coming here is just like really ingraining myself into the school atmosphere and the camaraderie. So I did go to the football game. I actually for the Michigan Ohio State game, I stayed like mostly the whole game, which I've never done in my life. So
Yeah, it's a
I think
shame. It's a shame Michigan didn't stay for most of the whole game either. But yeah, I
I
hear you.
just they're warming me up for next year, but
Yeah.
I
But
loved
you
it.
get it now. Now that you're a part, like, what does it mean to be a student athlete and to go to
Hmm.
those games on Saturdays and to be a part of that larger community in Ann Arbor?
It's just so special. Like people can't say that they go to Michigan. Like not everyone can say that. Like they can say I'm a Michigan fan, but they can't say I'm a Michigan fan that went to Michigan. So I think it's just something different. Even being a student athlete here, it's just so special. And you only get 4 years to do this. So just being able to really truly immerse myself in this has been a really fun experience.
I love seeing in that video you're trying to make your way to your seats and you
Hmm.
can't keep up with Crockett. She's the senior. She's been doing Saturdays at the
Yes.
big house for a long time now.
Yes.
Your coach has called her the grounding force of the team. What's
Hmm.
she like as a leader and what makes her so special?
She is the best. I think that she has a really good way of just being that mature leader while also like leveling up to us and like having that same like funny, bubbly personality. She's the best in just also being a big sister and leading us and mentoring us while she's been through the experience of playing Michigan women's basketball. So she does a good job of just balancing everything and just being a good person to talk to. I love her.
She was talking about how you all are very competitive in all
Yes.
aspects of life, not just practice in the games, but in whatever it is you do off the court. She said there are a few gamers on the team. Are you part of that
Yes.
crew? Are you a
Yes.
gamer? Yeah.
I like to say I am part of the Fortnite gamers. Me, Mila, Brooke, and Tay. We've played together. They're telling me to get Call of Duty. I haven't got it yet, but yeah, that's us.
All right, there's a lot of talk on the lab this season about Yaxel being the best gamer on the men's team. Now, I don't know if that title, transcends the men's team and
Hmm.
encompasses the entire Michigan basketball program.
Hmm.
But do you think you're a better gamer than Yaxel? Would he be the best gamer for the women's team? Like, when can we get a match going?
I've heard that he plays a lot. I've heard they play in their locker room. They play a lot more. So I don't think I've got them, but I think we could definitely run a tournament, the girls versus the boys team for sure.
It's got to be cool to not only be having the success yourself, but then also, looking across the hallway and seeing the men's team have a lot of
Hmm.
success.
Hmm.
Is there something about the two programs that kind of uplift each other? Or is there friendly competition, or just what's the dynamic like? What's the relationship like? Because it is special as a fan to look at this time in Michigan basketball and be like, wow,
Hmm.
we got two of the best teams in the country in
Yeah.
both of these,
Yeah.
things. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I think it rubs off to be honest. Like we share our practice facility, we share the same gym, so like it's almost a competition of like, okay, you're done with practice, get off the court, you know? Like both teams like want to be in the gym so much and work on their game, and you can constantly see it cuz like, oh, he's still in the gym or oh, she's still in the gym. So it's a great atmosphere in the facilities like everyone's always upbeat and it's just fun to celebrate each other's success and want each other to strive for more. But it's fun. I love it. It's a great atmosphere to be in.
Speaking of great atmospheres,
Hmm.
it's awesome to watch you guys play at home in Chrysler. Talk about the vibe and what that does for you as
Hmm.
an athlete.
Hmm. No, I love it. I think that the fans have showed out this season. It's been really good, and we want to continue to grow that attendance each year, especially as we see our men's like having these sellout games. Like we want to do the same too, and I think it's been good to see so far. But just it's great atmosphere. We have loyal fans from youth to older. Like it's just a great range of fans, and I love it that they're just so supportive.
Anything Michigan fans can expect, you think, from this team come tournament time? March is around the corner.
To continue to make history and surprise people that don't know. Like I think that we're gonna have a great run in this tournament, and we're gonna, make history.
It's really cool. This let's call it a renaissance in Michigan women's basketball, if you will. It
Mhm.
feels like it all started with double zero Naz Hillman, and then to
Mhm.
have her jersey get immortalized in the rafters at Chrysler the other day was pretty
Yeah.
cool. What was that like for you to be a part of that game and to see her get honored in that way?
Yeah. No, it's so just even thinking about that. I was thinking about that yesterday. Like people don't really get to see like Europe. I'm playing in a season where people's jerseys are being retired. Like that is historical, and just to be able to see this happening while still being able to play my college career, like I'm getting the best of both worlds to learn from them, and it's just a great experience to have while we're also having our historical season. So it's just a lot of history being made and then in the making. So I just love it.
I actually really enjoyed when I look back at my time in Michigan, some of the classes that I took.
Hmm.
Things that sound ridiculous. My parents often make fun of me, being like, "Really? That's what we put our tuition money towards?"
Yeah.
But I often remind them that they come back around in my chosen profession and my work later on in life. So, is there anything that you're studying or any classes you're taking right now that might seem a little unusual, but you actually really enjoy?
I'm studying communications, and I actually last semester I took a coaching and leadership class with the guy of old guys, Dooley. I don't know if you know him,
Yes.
but he
Yes,
is
yes, friend of the
the
lab. We've had him
man.
on the show.
Yes,
Absolutely.
he is the man around campus, and I just love his class. How he brings in so many different type of speakers from different walks of life, and then he's so supportive. Like he's at our games front row. I can hear him in the back of my ear, just like an uncle, like someone who's a part of my family. So I think that in my short time, I've really appreciated learning from him in his class.
That's a Michigan experience, being out there competing on the floor and having your
Yes.
professor encouraging you from the stands. That's
Only
got
in
to be pretty,
Michigan will you
only
see
in
that.
Michigan. That's pretty
Hmm.
awesome.
Yeah.
Does it inspire you to think about life after basketball and what maybe you want to pursue away from the game when it's all said and done? I know we got a lot of hoops in front of you left, but
Yes.
you think about some of your passions off the court. What comes to mind?
I mean, just in that class, like, or just in general in Michigan, I think that it's a lot of like the connections they give us are endless. So I think like a lot about like working in sports and sports marketing, and obviously we have SM School of Raw, so we have that as well. But I think that although I'm still figuring that out, Michigan as a school has gave me so many platforms to meet and connect with different people to help me figure out what that is.
Well, it's so crazy now for student athletes, especially for someone like yourself who's,
Mm,
balling out on a big time team in a program like Michigan. Like, I'd imagine you're not learning life skills for later in life. Like, things are
mhm.
happening right now. There's business opportunities, there's
Yeah.
opportunities to pursue things you're passionate about. So,
Hmm.
just what's it been like for you managing life as a student athlete, all the kind of
Hmm.
NIL stuff and the business stuff that comes with being a player and being a student in Michigan?
I mean, I think that like our program, our coaches kind of allow us to, it's hands on. Like they're not gonna baby us, they're not gonna do these things for us. Like it's really hands on. I think in just my short time here, I've grown and adulted so much than I would have ever expected. And even just hearing about taxes and all this crazy stuff. But I think the best part about being here in Michigan is that everyone's just so supportive, from the team to the coaching staff, just being willing to help us. Even I know I taught us people at AC that kind of helped me with making a resume, which I've never done before. So there's so many different people that are just willing to help me, and I think that's something special about just being here.
Be nice if you could put me in touch with those folks. I'm trying to redo my resume right now. Having trouble fitting it on the page. What's important, what doesn't matter. It's
Exactly.
having a tough time, Kendall. I got to be
Mm.
honest. You mentioned adulting on campus. It takes me back to like those snowy days when you realize, oh, there's no food in the refrigerator. I got to get out of the house and go to the grocery store
Yes.
and actually do these little errands and things.
Exactly.
What are the spots around town where we might find you if you're somebody's a fan and they say, "Oh, all right, Kendall might be pulling up. What are some of your favorite food spots or places
Mm-hmm.
you like to hang out on campus?"
So I go to Bodega Bros a lot. It's kind of well, it's not far from me, but it's far-ish. I go to Bros, and then I used to go to Bo's Bagels. I still love Bo's Bagels, but they did remember my name too much, and I felt weird about kept going. So haven't been there in a while because they remember my name. So, but Bo's Bagels and Bodega Bros, those are my faves.
Wait, you didn't want to go there because they did remember your name?
Yeah, I felt I didn't want to be a normal. I didn't want to be a regular.
That's
I
the
didn't want to
op.
be.
This is a very curb your enthusiasm beef to have with a restaurant. You understand that, right?
Yeah, they
Most
one
people don't
day.
like going to a restaurant because they don't get remembered.
No, they said, "Oh, see you tomorrow." And I was like, "Wait, I'm coming a regular too
Don't
much."
put that
Then
pressure on me. I might want to go eat something
exactly,
else tomorrow.
exactly.
It's very Larry David of you to have these kind of issues.
Yep. So I couldn't go. I had to wait.
Um, a lot of people might not know that. Is it true that Olivia's your roommate?
Yes,
Is that
yes,
true?
mm-hmm,
She's been on
yes,
a run recently, huh?
yes, yes. No, Liv has been doing so good. Like I feel like she's just so mature for her age, and I love seeing her grow. We were teammates on USA U16. We weren't super close, but we already like we had a connection, and just to see from how she's transformed into the player that she is today is just so fun to watch. And then now we're roommates, so it's just fun with our little family. We have a dog. I have a dog, and then she has a cat. So it's a fun environment. I love it.
That's that's like a sitcom that's happening over there. We
It
talk about Curb Your
is.
Enthusiasm.
It
Then you got
is.
the so all right. So what's your dog's name? What's her cat's name?
So my dog name is Biggie. It's a Chihuahua Yorkie mix, and then Liv's cat's name is Blue. And yeah, yeah.
Blue and Biggie. See, I think we need some kind of collaboration for some
Oh,
merch
we
with Champion
do.
Circle, right? We got to come up with
Yes,
some T-shirts, some Blue and Biggie
yes.
T-shirts. The only roommates right now. They're not just Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? We got Kendall and Olivia as well.
Yes, yes.
That's got to be fun though to be able to, you know what I mean, share this experience with her, and then you guys go back to the crib and talk
Mm-hmm.
about the game
Mm-hmm.
and are able to you know, just share that time, and then obviously go out there and compete. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I think it's been really fun. And I think there's already like a connection on the court too. Like I feel like sometimes we can just read our minds really well on the court, in just a little bit of time we've played. So it's been fun. I really like it.
You mentioned playing together in USA basketball on the
Hmm.
men's side. You know, Morez and Trey McKinney, they are both part of that USA program, and
Hmm.
you know, some of the other guys have FIBA experience.
Hmm.
What does that do for you in terms of preparing you for Big Ten basketball?
I mean, I think one way it's prepared me is that I've played against a lot of these people that are playing right now. Like, like Jelani Cambridge and like Kennedy Smith, like a lot of these people like we've played with, so we kind of know their tendencies and just know who they are. That's one way I think it's helped me. But also I think it's helped by just knowing the different styles of basketball. When you play overseas, there's like Euroball and there's like different forms of basketball that you're introduced to that isn't just US basketball. So I think it just, broadened our horizon to the different ways, like a back cut or whatever the case may be, but just making our IQ be a little more broad.
No, it's super cool. You're a part of that Team USA program, and obviously now part of the University of Michigan, about to embark on hopefully this historic run March and April.
Yes.
Regardless of what happens, it's a special time to catch you on our show right now, because regardless of what happens, obviously
Hmm.
in the next few weeks, I would imagine you're very proud of the season so far. So just
Hmm.
looking at what you guys have accomplished to date, what are you most proud of, and what are you most looking forward to, you think?
I think I'm just most proud of our just like our hard work and our relentlessness. I think that we've had some really close games throughout the season and we've had ups and downs, and I think that we know we're just at the tip of the, like, we're not like at our peak. We know that there's more to show and display. Like we know how much we can do and how far we've come, but how far we can keep going. And I think that's the exciting part. And I think that's something special, that we are not going to quit. We know what we can do. We know how talented this team is and how much we work hard. And I think that that's something special about us.
It's been an awesome season, but there's a
Mhm.
lot more basketball left. Kendall
Yes.
Dudley, thank you so much for stopping by the lab. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Kendall hanging out here in the lab. My name is Ben Lyons. Be sure to follow, subscribe, check us out on YouTube, Instagram, all that fun stuff. And as always, right here, we like to say, go blue.
Oh, blue.